Hello Sagittarius, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your February tarot forecast. Welcome to my channel, welcome to Honolulu, Hawaii. As I continue my traveling across different islands of Hawaii, and I will be continuing over the next few months, I invite you to join this journey with me by following me on Instagram, my account, and of course I will be doing some blog posts on my website, mindfulbamboo.com. It is exciting. At times it can be a little more challenging than I expect. Also because I'm still continuing to do my work and I'm trying to fulfill my goals and dreams in terms of the travel and experiencing the life in Hawaii. So it can be, sometimes I have to be really agile in terms of my plans and goals and kind of like day-to-day activities. So I apologize for posting this quite late in terms of the February forecasts, but I will do better. It was mainly because I had a dance competition to prepare for, and it was pretty intense, like the preparation and then the whole experience with the comp itself. But it went well. If you want to know more, I mentioned my Instagram, where you can always find the latest from where I am and what's going on. Okay, so let's move on to your reading. You can actually see behind the curtains, you can see some of the lights from downtown Honolulu. I'm like right in the heart of it. I'm in Waikiki area, if you're familiar with that. I was actually doing readings for a few other signs from Waikiki, but from a different place. This is a little bit closer to like the historic area, and at the same time, because it's not like, it's a little bit it's in the middle of the hotel area and a more residential and office kind of like area. I don't know if it makes sense. Anyways, I will start with an oracle deck as always. This is Whispers of the Ocean, so let's see what we have for Saggy for the month of February, and then we'll switch to tarot and we'll take a look at what's going on in your love life, in your career and workspace, and also we'll get some messages from your person of interest to yourself. And of course, the universe's guidance for how to best utilize the energies of the months. Okay, let's see. Hope you guys are doing well. Setting yourself up for, not even setting yourself up, but taking action towards your dreams and your happiness. Just had the full moon in Leo on the 5th that set us up for it, not to mention the planets that are all in direct motion right now. So we don't have anything in retrograde, and all these planets that are direct, they're encouraging us to go after what to dream about, to dream big and to go after it. Oh, and of course the Aquarius season, yeah, the third factor. If you know any Aquarius, I'm sure you would agree with me, but it's generally the energy is about doing something good for mankind, right? Like changing the course, not the course of time, but kind of like the destinies of the community, right? Not just doing something personally for myself or for like my immediate circle, but thinking bigger, right? Like that's the general concept of what the Aquarius energy is about. So Sagittarius, for you, we have card number 6. Looking at the underbelly. I did have it for one of the other sides. I forgot which one it was, unfortunately. But yeah, this means like looking at the side that is usually hidden, that is not as obvious, right? Like taking a closer look at where things are. Be sure that you're using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider taking time to organize yourself, or perhaps a project you're working on could use some fine-tuning. So this is about being practical, prioritizing what is important, and even doing an inventory of where you're spending your resources right now. And this includes time, energy, money, any other kind of resources that you're investing. Okay, let's get into tarot. Let's see. What do we have for Sagittarius for the month of February? Ace of Cups in reverse. This is for the love situation. Queen of Swords. Nine of Cups. Whew, a little bit of a selfish energy I'm getting here. For your career space, we have the King of Pentacles. That's what we like to see in the career space. Knight of Swords. And the Fool. And the advice is the World. Six of Swords. And Six of Pentacles. A lot of sixes, and the Oracle card was a 6. We just ended year 6 from numerology standpoint. But what 6 means in tarot, since we're doing a tarot reading, bottom of the deck, by the way, 6 of Wands. I mean, you can't make it up. And I'm so glad that you can see me shuffling and getting the cards out. And, yeah, so 6 is about going public. And again, this matches very much into like what I was talking about was taking action and making changes to the community, right? So this is you seeing like where can you make a bigger impact, right? Where can you make sure that whatever it is you are trying to achieve does not just impact your own life, but it impacts lives of many other people. Like, how can you extrapolate it from your personal experience, use your personal experience, but not make it just about that, but kind of like take a wider look at things. That's what I'm getting overall. And then, yeah, was the relationship, was the love situation. There is someone in your life that you feel is selfish and has a certain agenda. Let me move this a little bit. I actually wanted to show you that I have an awesome lamp over here. Look at that design. Polynesian dancing girl, probably a hula dancer. Anyways, there's someone in your life who you feel is not sincere, is not honest, like, and not just not honest, but there's no balance in the relationship. It can be a romantic relationship, it can be somebody else, like a friend, a colleague, a mentor, a relative even. Because to me, this like first part of the reading, this part of the spread is about personal things, right? Personal life, and it doesn't have to be just about love life. That's usually what we ask for, that's usually what we're focusing on, but that's not the only thing that's impacting us, right? And sometimes it's really just us and our relationship with ourselves that is important, that is a deciding factor in our energetic field. So there is at least this perception, right, that the truth is needed, right? Like, this person cannot just keep getting away with it, right? Just doing what they want and trying to make it look cool, like they are saving the world, I'm hearing even. Or at least they are like sacrificing themselves for something bigger, right? It's an interesting energy. But what I would say, if you're in doubt about what action to take in this case, right now, go within and focus on yourself, on your own space, right? Like, first and foremost, when you're dealing with people with unhealthy energy, is build the boundaries. Because the way you can, and I'm talking about it like very much from my own experience and from all the knowledge that I've gained through the years of research on the topic. You know, it's important to build those boundaries so you can dissociate yourself from that experience. You can detach emotionally. And that's when you can be you can see the situation objectively, and that means you can see the steps to take to, first of all, resolve it for your own sake, and second of all, if possible, like make a bigger impact, right? That part depends on the situation. So yeah, if you're not sure how to deal with it, or like to call out, let's just say it's an example, right? To call out that person based on the negative stuff that they've done, at least think about protecting yourself. Like that should be step number one, really. And once you have those boundaries set and you don't feel like this is bothering you that much emotionally, right? Like you can be detached, then you can move forward with action steps if you feel so guided. Sometimes the lesson is really in not getting meddled in, not getting sucked into some unhealthy situations that are creating noise and nothing else. Okay, career space. Very interesting. There is a big desire to prove yourself and communicate and act. There is somebody in your workspace. I'm getting at this King of Pentacles is not you, somebody else. There is someone you look up to that you feel could be a good role model figure that you know has the best interest in mind, the company's best interest in mind, the team's best interest in mind, right? And although you yourself want to prove yourself, the universe is saying surrender and just follow the flow. Follow the flow. Sounds nice. With this Fool card. Fool card is a major arcana, which means this is the part that's divinely orchestrated, right? The Knight of Swords is a minor arcana. It's a court card, but still, right? Which means this is your action, this is your thinking, right? So try to find balance between those. That's what I'm getting here. Like there's nothing wrong with wanting to prove yourself, and it could be a good motivation, right? Like take the best out of that part, but also remember that you can't know everything, like the best way of how to handle everything, right? So it's also important to not necessarily talk about that with this person, but know it for yourself, remind yourself, so that you can be a bit more open-minded, and you can kind of, you won't be as dependent on somebody else's opinion, let's put it that way. And that again brings me back to building healthy boundaries. So it seems like that's the general topic for the month of February for you guys. And then finally, the actual advice. Yeah, it's about getting balance and closing unhealthy cycles where, well, there was disbalance, right? And it can be both personal and professional, or anything else in between, right? Where you feel like you've been putting in a lot of effort and energy and the other person didn't meet that part, or maybe it was the other way around. Something needs to change, right? Like it cannot go on like that. And it's up to you to decide, trying to be careful with my words. It's up to you to determine, to discern what to do, which way to go, right? If it's hard to make that call, ask your guides, right? Ask the right questions and you will get signs, you will get answers. Okay, last but not least, messages from your person to yourself, Saggy. Person for Sagittarius, message for Sagittarius from their person. We got Temperance, which is your card. Love it. Love it. Saggy, energy for Saggy. Okay. And Judgment. Wow. So, major arcanas. And it's 14 and 20. I was gonna say they're close, not that close. So, dear Sagittarius, your person is saying that they can definitely see this divine spark in you. They know that the way you kind of bounce off each other, the way you impact each other is incredible. It's formidable. It's like life-changing. And they could feel it, and sometimes when it happens for you, they can sense it as well. And actually, it used to be scary for them, but now it's one of the main things why they are excited about this relationship and what it still has to bring in, right? What is the life going to be like 5 years from now, right? It presents this sense of innocence and curiosity, right? Like, I have no idea what's going to happen. I mean, anything can happen, right? But it's also, and it's not just about the relationship, it's also about learning about the world, right? Like building your worldview in a more conscious and a more enlightened way here with the Judgment, right? It's seeing how the natural laws play out. And yes, your person may not necessarily know what natural laws are, but they understand, like the words would be different, but that's the idea that I'm trying to deliver, and you can take it how it resonates for you. So yeah, they understand that certain things are beyond their control, the important part. They understand that this is all life-changing, and they are excited about what's coming up next for the two of you. Okay, I hope this was useful, Sagittarius. Thank you guys so much for being with me today. I love you all, and I will be back with more readings very, very soon.